During a segment featuring Republican pollster Frank Luntz, host Howard Kurtz was going to show a graphic about fake news, because that's what they talk about on Fox News all the time. Oh, no, let's talk about not about the stuff that's actually happened. Let's talk about how everybody thinks the news is fake, right? Well, when he tried to show a Monmouth poll on fake news, he got this instead. Watch.
So speaking of fake news, a new poll out from Monmouth University. Do the media report fake news regularly or occasionally? 77% say yes. This is not the graphic we're looking for. Hold off. Take that down, please. 77% say yes. Of those who do it on purpose to push an agenda, 42%. By accident or poor fact-checking, 26%. Those are pretty startling numbers. Has Donald Trump won his campaign to make everyone think that we are awash in fake news?
In a word, yes.
Hey, you can't argue with that. But I just love, I was like, no, take it down, take it down, take it down. There's panic in the studio, right? We got to take that down, because if you noticed, it showed how Fox News is the least trusted network out of all the networks. The networks, ironically, that he was doing a story about fake news on. Like, oh, it's those fake news. CNN and MSNBC, they're always doing fake news on us. And we're the only ones that are telling you the truth. Oops, we just showed a poll that showed that nobody trusts us. Oops. Oh, get it down, get it down, get it down. Get rid of it, get rid of it. Did Donald Trump win? Did Donald Trump win? Okay, maybe he didn't. He won over with Fox News viewers who are already with them. They were with him in the beginning when he started talking about how, oh, the news is fake. All the stuff that you see on that's critical of me is fake. Well, they already believed that. So, yeah, you're winning with Fox News viewers, but when it comes to the American electorate, you're actually losing. With the majority of the country, you have lost already. Super sad. Now, look, that may have not been the graphic they were looking for, but it certainly is the graphic that they need. Again, people trust CNN more than they trust you. Now, look, I got problems with CNN. I got problems with most mainstream media. And I got problems, obviously, with Fox News, or I wouldn't be doing the story. But look, CNN has a bias. MSNBC also has a bias. Now, their bias is not liberal. I wish they were liberal. I wish they were liberal media. Where the hell is a liberal media on television? Well, there is no liberal media on television. It's all establishment media. Yay, status quo, right? Which is, unfortunately, pro-business, pro-war. That's our media right now. I mean, like, you hear them talking about Syria, like, oh, we need to invade Syria. We need to stop Bashar Assad because he's gassing his own people. Are you sure? Are you sure that's what's going on? Are you sure you're not just basically saying that on behalf of the giant defense contractors that pay millions and millions of dollars for advertising? So, look, yes, that's the bias, right? That's the bias. Now, let me give you an example of this, right? And we've seen this on CNN before. When they do a report, for example, on Bernie Sanders, or they do something on Medicare for all, they have a specific bent, right? That bent is, oh, no, we can't change the system. Bernie Sanders wants to change the system too much. Medicare for all is one of the biggest changes. We can't do that. So, you know, I mean, the typical CNN person makes millions and millions of dollars a year, right? Reading off a teleprompter. So his bent, or like an opinion writer on CNN, for example, it doesn't even have to be an on-air person. You got a person that writes opinion for, you know, CNN or whatever. And they're like, well, from my perspective, none of the people that I know, that I talk to, have a problem affording their insurance. They don't have an issue, right? Or what do you mean the economy is not great? It's actually doing fantastic. Look at Wall Street. I mean, all these friends that are making so much money, we don't need to raise wages. We don't need massive systemic change. No. That's too crazy. When everything's doing great, let's not rock the boat because we're incredibly rich. Let's not have change. And by the way, Donald Trump is the worst person. It's terrible, terrible. And the only way to beat him, by the way, is to have the adults come into the room. Who are the adults? Well, they're not Bernie Sanders. No. He's too wild. He's too crazy. He's too radical. No, the only people who can beat Donald Trump is the centrists. So we need to run to the center. That's the perspective that you get from CNN. Now, that doesn't mean they're making up fake news. But I'm just letting you know that they have a perspective, they have a bias. Nobody doing news is completely unbiased. I certainly have my own bias, right? And you know what? I try to base my bias on facts. And if there's something that doesn't line up factually with my ideology, well, look, I have to present it anyway. I have to talk about it anyway and go, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this doesn't track. And guess what? You know, the biggest thing that can change my mind is evidence. That's called having an open mind. So, and I wish more people had that open mind, right? But again, that's the CNN perspective. The Fox News perspective is we must please inflate Trump at all costs. That's it. They are state media. They are Donald Trump state media. And it's fairly obvious that it is Donald Trump state media because, again, when you look at that poll, only about a third of the country trusts Fox News because they know, the majority of the country knows that all they are is this propaganda state media that is only there right now to serve the people in power that are Republicans, and in this case, Donald Trump, who they have embraced enthusiastically. So that's very, very obvious to everybody who doesn't watch Fox News. For the third of the country that does watch Fox News, that might have been just a little bit of a wake-up call. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.